All right. Hello, hello, hello. Intuition of the Soul Tribe. Before we get into the vibe of the week, we got a little bit of housekeeping. And it's funny because Kitty and I are both teachers, and we both called it that when we had to tell our students certain announcement type things. So it's funny. So, anyways, let's get to that. Um, so I wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you for the donations for Cinnamon. I know she's really going to appreciate those. She's swamped. She's way over her head on that. And so if you feel it in your heart, go ahead and donate or just, send her some love, send her some light. But the other thing I wanted to make sure everyone knew was that I started that GoFundMe, and for some reason I couldn't get it to go on our page, like Intuition of the Soul. So I had to do it like on a independent page. I had to do it under just my name. But please, please, please be clear. I did not start that without talking to Kitty. We together collectively said, let's do this. I was just the one that said, all right, well, I'm going to put it on my thing and I'll get it going because I knew how to do it. And so I just want that to be clear that this was definitely an Intuition of the Soul fundraiser for Cinnamon. And again, thank you everybody for all your donations.
And Amy, that's really important because when we started this, first of all, our technological knowledge, we started it under a personal page. So Amy signed it up. So often, sometimes out of the group page, we have to go under her another private page she created so she could create this group. And that's really important for people to understand. It doesn't really matter if my name's on it or Amy's name's on it. If it's on our page, we have agreed, whether it's even our own personal classes, because that's what we're about. We're creating spaces where everybody feels safe, and we have to do it in our partnership too. So we definitely go back and forth and we make sure that it is mutually. So on that note, we're vibing away for Vibe of the Week.
All right. Okay, so here's what I felt and kind of got in my meditation this morning for the collective. Okay, all right, so lots of stuff's going on out there in the world. Case in point, Cinnamon's disaster and all the other people that around that have suffered, and maybe some of you as well that we just aren't aware of. The message, though, is not to, and if you're in the midst of it, it's going to be harder, but not to dwell in it. Don't live in it. Don't make it a obsession or don't make it all consuming. And instead, try to find something and do something that's going to bring you joy. Happiness is going to fulfill you. Because there's a lot of stuff going out there right now. We all know that. So, yes, be aware. Yes, be informed, but don't dwell in it. Don't sit and stew in it, I guess is the message. And then I saw Mary Poppins, who is my ultimate favorite movie. And I heard her say practically perfect in every way, because that's when I think of Mary Poppins, I think of that line. But what it is she made magic wherever she went. Wherever she went, magic was made. And that's what I'm just asking you to do. Put yourself in those places, make magic for yourself, for your family, or whatever brings you joy this week. And again, it's okay to be informed. It's okay to be aware. Just don't dwell in it. And when you hear something that's sad or pulls at your heartstrings or anything like that, send them love, send them light, send them healing, whatever works, whatever you want to do there. All right, so I'm going to pull some cards from Metatron. This one is coming out. And let's see. I know that there's I don't know how many cards in this deck, but I swear to you, the same ones come out all the time. And we had a flyer. So excuse the top of my head, but we did have a flyer. Okay, one more. Metatron, is there one more that you want to give me? I'm feeling that one. Okay, wow, 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 wow. All right. Well, this kind of goes along with what I'm saying, because the first one came out was number 45, endings, you are held. So there might be some people out there that are having some endings in their life. This could be, personally, like with a family member or something like that. It could be ending a job to start a new one. ending where you're living to move somewhere else. It's really all open to you and how you resonate with it. Ending just a behavior that no longer serves you. Maybe, okay, that was just a really bad example. I'm not going to even give you that because for some reason spitting came up and now my mouth's salivated. But it was like, so if you spit and you say, that's really gross habit, I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, bad, bad, bad example. But sorry. But endings of some sort are going to come up for many of you this week. Oh, geez, you can't, I don't know what's going on. Okay, 27, Metatron, Rainbow Bridge is always open. So again, this could be endings of, I want to say relationships, endings of, it's just your time. Your time's to cross over the Rainbow Bridge. But also what's beautiful about this is it's a rainbow. And also what's beautiful about this too is it's not just one way. So the Rainbow Bridge could also mean that you are getting support from those on the other side. Okay. So it doesn't necessarily mean someone is going to cross over. It could mean someone's coming back. Someone's coming back to support you, to hold you, to help you get through if you are having a difficult time right now. So it goes back and forth. It's a two-way rainbow, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. And the last one is number 13, air, fly free. Okay. Now, I felt a big shift on Saturday, and I asked Kitty, I said, what happened? Because there was a lot of heavy, just kind of up and down energy most of the week. But Saturday, I felt a shift, and it felt really like the energy got lighter, but it also got more motivated. It felt like, okay, now's the time. Now's the time. Like the engine turned on and it's like, it's time to go. It's go time. So some of you might be feeling this. You might be feeling like it's time to fly free. It's time to decide what that means to you and what you need to do to prepare that. And maybe just blindly go and start it. You know what I mean? If you've had those things that are telling you, I want to do this, but I don't really know if it's possible or anything like that. Okay, fly free. Bring in those ancestors and those loved ones that have crossed over. Ask them for help. Ask them for guidance. And to start something, sometimes we have to end something. So that falls right into the first card as well. They all tie together. Oh, beautiful card from Spirit. Believe. Look at that heart. Look at that light right there in the heart. Now, if this doesn't sum it all up, believe. And I'm going to read really quick what it says. The force that works through your soul. Determine what's possible or impossible. There you go. This is the force that works through your soul. Determine what's possible or impossible. The difference between success over failure. And above all, who you are is the power of your belief. Wow. Okay, the perfect card to end my little portion on, because this is what sums it all up right there. Go to the heart, bring in that light. And believe and make some decisions. Decide what's right for you, what isn't anymore. But believe that whatever you choose is going to be the right choice. Whatever you choose, if you have that faith and you believe that, and you're being guided by spirit or your ancestors, whatever you choose is going to be right. Okay, Kitty, take it away.
Well, it's always amazing to me, we don't need to say it again, how things do line up. I put on my Seed of Life earrings today because that is a message for this week. So last week I talked about fire is available. Well, little did I know it was the fire to get through a hurricane, the fire to get through flooding, the fire to get through. And for some people, it was just sweeping out. And for other people, it was the energy to do that. And it certainly is kind of what it felt. And one of the things that's really is in the 3D, we are breaking down to break through. So your choice is exactly what Amy's talking about, is where am I going to plant my seeds? What is the garden I'm going to nurture to grow? And what, I happened to be at a wedding this weekend, and I kept feeling myself stepping back from where it is and thinking about what energy is going around, the awareness of in the room itself. And it was for the first time, it was like, oh, this is how you kind of straddle both levels at the same time. And so this week, where are you going to plant your seeds? This is a very strong full moon or new moon on Tuesday. It's in Virgo. And when it's in Virgo, it's about practical manifestation of all of the small parts. Believe what you want to let go of. It also happens to be on Rosh Hashanah, which is a new year. So there is a definite click beginning on Tuesday with that new moon. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Labor Day, Monday. Huh, see, already. The details. And Virgo is about the details. It is about the very physical body details. There's a lot of things about your body this week. So starting today, really, you have an opportunity to activate with this Virgo moon, working with Libra and balance in your relationships. And when Amy was talking about the bridge, the song from Godspell, Prepare Thee the Way, that's what this, this week is. Prepare. Where are you going to plant your seeds to grow? What are you going to participate in? What energy are you going to cultivate in what is things that are being shown to you, good, bad, or indifferent? So when we look at that Monday, Labor Day itself, it's a release and reflection, expanding your body's awareness by expanding your mind's awareness. There's a lot, air this week is playing a lot of opportunities for you to take a look at what is it I'm thinking. And very important this week is the practicality of the individual words I use. If I say I'm missing it, that's what you're going to cultivate to grow. If you say I'm searching for it, that's what you're going to cultivate to grow. I have it, I just want to find it, that's what you're going to cultivate to grow. Well, how are you speaking to yourself? How are you speaking aloud to other people? That's what's you're planting your seed. So being very aware of that, especially in this setting your intentions in this moon. It's there's will with your change energy, that Uranus energy that's moving ahead. And Saturn's a little bit in check this week, so that you're able to look and redo structures without the structure being imposed upon you. As we move into the 9th, we're taking that energy of the new moon. What little pieces am I going to manifest? What little pieces am I going to grow? What little systems am I going to develop and let go of? Making that decision all the way through this week. And it's practical manifestation. I think I've already said that, but I'm going to say it again because it's a very important word. And then on the 10th, we get Venus. Now you've lined all these things up with your intention, and Venus moves into Scorpio. And whenever we're in Scorpio, we are looking at change, letting go, and transforming. So relationships have an opportunity to transform, including the relationship with yourself, if that's what you want to grow. Be very aware of your words this week, because of all this other air energy. You are magnifying what you are saying. And so into the 11th, we go into the flow of self and change, but in a really positive way, if that's what you're nurturing. And even if there's some craziness in your life, doing exactly what I found myself doing yesterday, sitting back and feeling, what is it I can do in this moment that is different from perhaps what's going around me? How can I step back, focus to change? So it is a week of practicing gratitude, even in the crazy. Well, if I have to redo a plan, what can I get done now? Practicing mahalo, gratitude, practicing ergato, where you spend your money, saying thank you, even if it's not where you plan to spend it. You have an ability to stabilize your growth this week. And even as I'm saying this, and this is another thing that's going to happen this week because of all this Virgo, you're going to feel sensations in your body, accept them, be aware, see what they're telling you. So I'm saying this, I'm getting warmer and warmer and warmer. So,
I can see that.
It's wild, but
I can see that kind of flush coming up.
last week, it was about fire was available, but was fire to get through, fire to decide, fire to sort. This week, okay, I've sorted. Now I get to plant. What is it I'm going to plant? So be just aware how you say something. Even talking to Amy this morning, she went to say, blah, blah, hurricane. I said, no,
She caught me
Nope.
on it.
no. The
But
hurricane
it's
has
always a good reminder.
right, because we say things and we don't think, and then we think, oh, is that really what I want to multiply? Ask yourself that. If it comes out of your mouth this week or out of your head, is that the energy I want to multiply? Especially when you're talking about yourself. Well, why can't I
Yeah.
just get it? I'm going to multiply that I can't get it. Oh, I'm identifying what the flow is, because it's about flow and self and change in there.
Nice.
And I can already feel the energy. It'll be a very
Wow.
cool, the fact that it's the new year, Tuesday's new moon, it is about the pieces. What am I going to plant? My garden to cultivate. Your
All right, I got
seeds
a
of life.
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No.
I got a few last cards from Spirit. Know your truth. Oh, well, this kind of goes along right what Kitty was saying, though. Know your truth. Don't multiply those things you don't want. You know what I mean? Find what it is you want, and know it to be true and right for you. So know your truth. Take responsibility for your actions. Okay, this is perfect too, because Kitty was just telling you, start doing, I mean, this just is perfect, and again, with what you're saying, take responsibility. If you're saying those things, you have to catch yourself. I mean, you're responsible to go, oh, wait, that's not what I want to manifest. And that's exactly what she was just saying. And the last one is death is an illusion. Okay. So I'm feeling that this might not resonate with everyone, but there may be a few people out there right now that have had this in their life this week, or maybe it's coming up. I'm not sure. But just know that if you do have a loved one that crosses over and goes across that rainbow bridge, it's an illusion. They're always, always with you. And this is kind of going along with some of the stuff I had earlier in the week too, about thinking about, well, without going into all to the details, but holding on, because that fear of that finality, that once they die, it's done. You'll never talk to them, see them, feel them, get guided by them again. And that's an illusion, because they're always, always right beside you and with you. So I don't know if some of you needed to hear that. It feels like it's not like a big collective, but maybe a few of you have had some kind of experience with that this week or this week coming up. So anyway.
And I'm also hearing that the other death that we're talking about in Crossing of the Rainbow Bridge is the death of the unauthentic self.
Okay.
Letting go of those pieces, to be in touch with who we need to be, good, bad, or indifferent.
Yes.
Embracing all those pieces. Just a reminder, though, folks, we have a program Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
The 9th, Tara Ward with mindfulness.
Yay.
And she works with children. And frankly, I think it'll be an amazing program, because we have a child in all of us. So it's always good, because if we start with ourselves, and since I'm talking about mindfulness of your words and things, it's a good week to come to that program and take it to the simplicity that's out there. And that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on September 9th. So,
oh yeah, that's going to be amazing. She's just a wonderful, delightful spirit that you're not going to want to miss. And whether you have children or not, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, a teacher, or have interactions with children, she's got some great messages for you. And she's got some great programs that she'll share about as well. So,
all right.
See you there.
Hope to see you there. This is Kitty for Vibe of the Week.
Amy J. Bye. Aloha oi.
Aloha oi.